Good morning and welcome back. We're ringing in the December season with Zach Hext of the Magic Man Games in Rhinelander. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Now, I have Hans here as well because he's a board game expert.
I am a big fan, I have to admit.
Yeah, so. Compared to me, I shouldn't say expert. The expert's over there. Yeah. My goodness. Zach,
I'm the intermediary. You're on this side.
Yeah, exactly.
The expertise side.
It's a gradient. We're shifting over to the expert on the end. And it's certainly an interesting time here for board games and role-playing games this year.
Yep.
And perhaps a great thing that the family's going to want to do this holiday season is get and dive into one of these games. It's great. It passes the days even, not days.
Yep. That is actually one thing I do say a lot of the times, you know, for when it comes to entertainment, a board game is also something that it's always something you can get and have over a stretch of time. You can continue to keep playing it.
Yeah,
you know,
it is really just a great time.
And they're definitely social, great for families, you know, as we get into the holiday season. Tell us a little bit about, you know, how they're so great for families, what games you recommend for people?
Yeah, so that is actually one of the things that me personally, like my family, when we get together for Christmas, there is usually some form of game that's being brought out somewhere. I think lately it's the go-to has been Ticket to Ride, which is kind of that classic, but there's always something for everybody. This time of year is perfect to get into games. It's good social, kind of get the family together and just have some fun and relax.
Now, is there a way people can come into your shop and kind of, you could break down what each game is, or maybe like even just walk them through how to play it? Yeah,
that's something that we do kind of just in general. Like we try to fit games to fit what people are looking for, age groups, you know, the type of game that they're looking for. So we try to find something that fits everybody. And most of the time, if you got questions, I can answer them. Nikki's there at the shop too; she can answer it. We try to make sure that we get what you want, so that it actually fits what you're trying to do.
So tell us a little bit about what you have here in front of us, because you clearly brought a selection with you.
I brought a whole bunch of stuff because just more to kind of cover the bases. Of course, the staples, Catan, Ticket to Ride, those are kind of your
of course
ones that a lot of people do know and love. But then there's stuff that's just kind of fun for the families. The concept is super good. That one's kind of this like take on charades. So party games where you can actually get like the whole family together.
Social games.
Yeah, exactly. Dixit is another one that's kind of like apples to apples, but with picture cards. So you're trying to like it's a super cool abstract art and it's just beautiful.
Awesome.
But then there's also stuff for kids, like Roller Coaster Rush is something where it's a physical tactile thing where you're building a roller coaster with a marble, and the farther along you get it down the track, you get points, and it's fantastic. Great for like kids that you just want to like sit down and get them involved in things. Unlock is like the escape room games, so you get this kind of good, again, puzzle solving for the family.
Something to test the mind.
Yeah, so there's always something for everybody that fits. And then of course, like some of the other ones, I brought Canvas, which is just, it's super cool game making pictures. But when you're done, it hangs on the wall, so it's a great like gift for people. And then Apiary is one of the newer ones that we picked up, Space Bees.
Oh my goodness,
great, bees in space, just
Bees in space.
Bees in space.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I think I saw a Muppet movie like that one time. It may have been pigs. I might be
something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure this is definitely not the game for Devin Biggs. He's probably going to space to avoid the bees, and then they follow him anyway.
Fair. Yeah.
So we're talking a lot about board games. I want to talk a little bit about like tabletop and role play, because they've had a huge year. D&D movie came out. Dungeons and Dragons D&D is of course a bit on the rise. It's felt like for a while. So can you tell me a little bit, how are those things selling, the books and whatnot, dice?
Yeah, of course. So RPG games, tabletop games, they're on the rise as well. They kind of always have been for the last several years, but they've seen a lot more popularity in the more recent 5-6 years or so. But Dungeons and Dragons is really popular. Of course, some of the other systems like Pathfinder, which has come up, because with some of the things with D&D, people are looking for other things. So there's like Star Wars. There's Adventures in Rokugan, which is like a samurai. There's fantastic. Again, they're great games and systems for people that love to tell stories. And you can really get immersed in it, and it's a ton of fun. It's another one that is actually really good for families at Christmas to sit down and actually play a game and connect and share some time together. It's great.
And really unlocks those creative energies to really just allow people to kind of do whatever. Board games, of course, are great. You got to know what you're getting into.
Absolutely.
Those kind of role-playing games, you got so many options.
There's so many options, And the big thing I always say, too, is don't feel intimidated by it, because everyone at every level can play the game. I know I've got a family that comes in and they've got a couple of younger kids that's like 6 and 8, and they play Dungeons and Dragons together. And it's a blast. And they're actually better. The kids are better at it than some of the adults that I know. So I got to give it to them. It's fantastic.
They're all about it.
Well, fantastic. So it sounds like there really is something for everyone at Magic Man. And it's, right in downtown Rhinelander for folks who want to stop in. And also, if they want to come in and play, there's a space for that as well.
Yeah, so we've got plenty of tables open and space to play. So that is something, too, where like if you don't have space to play, or if you're just looking to meet people or try something out, we got a shuffleboard games in the back. We've got tables that are open. So yeah, if you want to try something or just have a good time, stop down, play. There's events that we run almost every night. We're open for different things for everything that we kind of carry, we run different events for. So, there's always something going on, and there's always space for anybody to come down and just have a good time.
Well, fantastic. And thanks. What was that?
Oh, I was just going to ask, where can people go if they want to see your selection or know about any of these events you got going on?
So they can always stop down at the shop, 58 North Brown Street, downtown. Otherwise, we do have our online website, magicbandgames.com. And that has most of our selection on there. We're working on getting all of it on there the rest of the way, but also it has our event calendar. So if you're looking to find out what's going on, that's usually the best place to check.
Awesome.
Well, fantastic. Appreciate you coming out this morning.
Yeah, no problem.
And answering all of our questions and also getting a jump on the holiday shopping.
Yes.
This might be a great thing to just keep the family, occupied, out of each other's hair. Well, honestly, when you get a board game involved, it's cutthroat.
It can get a little testy.
Yeah,
exactly. But either way, a great time, and appreciate you making the time for us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you.